All right, hey guys, welcome back. Well, I'm here to do a quick briefing for Survivor. Winners at War. You better be ready, cause it's coming down to it. I'll play that song maybe at the end here. But anyway, guys, how many we have left? Well, we have what, 5 left, right? Plus whoever the Edge of Extinction returnee is. So I'm going to talk about that first real quick. Based on the edit, guys, I think it's going to end up being Natalie. She was there the longest. She was voted out on day 3. She's endured so much. She's basically kicking it, with all the challenges they've sent her, running up the hill, getting where they have to get coconuts or whatever they had to get, finding all the advantages, getting fire tokens, which I think they showed on the screen. She had 14, which is remarkable. So, she's done so much, and I'd say she deserves to come back in, and she's probably going to have an advantage, based on all the tokens she has for this return challenge. Now, the ones I don't think they'll have a shot, and again, this is purely based on editing. I think Rob's wife, Amber, got no shot. Danny got no shot because we haven't seen enough of her. Wendell, I'm on the fence with, because Wendell's had a solid edit. He was trying to keep up with Natalie. He was running up that hill there, but he went too far. And of course, Natalie knew where that rock was with the last advantage there that she did with Nick. So there you go. So I don't know, but Wendell's in the middle. I think Nick's gonna have a hard time as well because Nick just got there. And remember, even though he obviously hasn't suffered, but remember, he has no fire tokens for an advantage. Jeremy, I don't know. Jeremy had a little more time on edge. Remember, he was blindsided right before Nick was. So I don't know if Jeremy will get back in. Aside from Natalie and Wendell in the middle, I could see Tyson coming back. Because Tyson, I think, has a few advantages too. And Natalie gave him one of the idols that she used to barter for too, which is remarkable. And then Boston Rob. Can't forget about Boston Rob. He's always good in challenges. He might come back in as well. So you don't know. And Yule, never underestimate Yule. Now I don't know if they're gonna have a puzzle, and we know Yule is pretty good at puzzles. He may come back in as well. It's anyone for the taking. But if I were to bet, I would say Natalie. But it could be Tyson or Wendell or Boston Rob. Yule, never count. Yule is a dark horse. Never count, or Poverty. Poverty does solid in challenges too. So any one of them could come back. Okay, now to the castaways in the game. I honestly believe, unless something major happens, I think Tony's gonna do it. Now again, this is a Winners at War season. Even if he's at the end, if it's say him, Sarah, and say, I don't know, Ben, because that's sort of the core alliance there for the ones remaining. Tony, I think, takes it. Now Sarah may have arguments. She may say, I was with Tony every step of the way. I was telling him this and that, blah blah blah. And I know a lot of the jury may like her because she was a pretty good social player. Some of the women liked her. I think Kim and Sophie. I know Sophie was close with her too. Oh, by the way, Sophie may have a chance to get back in as well, but we haven't seen enough for her either. But back to who's in there. But yeah, I don't know if Sarah can either. Tony's just playing the game like there's no tomorrow. Think about it. The idol finding, he still got the idol. They could actually use till the fire making challenge. You could use that as his meat shield, as he was calling Jeremy that. But that'll be his idol. The extortion advantage, that was remarkable. How we got those castaways, especially Jeremy and who else was it? Ben. How he did it, and Nick was just fascinating. I don't know how he did it, but they believed him and they trusted him. I would never have done it, but that's just how great he's playing, and he's just a trustworthy guy. You gotta love it. So he deserves to win, there's no doubt. Sarah, if it wasn't for Tony, I would put her right behind him. But what was a good story too is Denise. You know, Denise, she's sort of an underdog. She took out the queen. She's won immunity challenges. She's, I think, the oldest one on this season. And a lot of the jury, I know, respects that and admires that. And I know Kim liked her, and some of the other members on the jury liked her too. So she maybe, even if it's up against Tony, she could get some votes, I'm sure. Michelle, although Michelle has had a great social game, I'll give her that. All the people that have been voted out have been giving her fire tokens. You know, Poverty has. Who else did? Nick, I think, did, and some other Jeremy did as well. So we'll see. Michelle, I don't think she could win because, again, she's always on the wrong side of the vote. And we just haven't seen enough of her game, you know. We haven't seen enough of her game, you know, where the jury will respect it. I feel like I know that's how she won Cole Wrong, but look who she was with. She was with Ty, and honestly, I'm one of the ones that believes Aubrey could have won that season too. But Michelle, she won that last immunity her season, and she did have a good social game. That's how I'd say she won in Cole Wrong, and she has a good social game this season, but not a good strategic game. She's always on the wrong side of the vote, and I think that's gonna hurt her. And although she did try to say Tony is the biggest threat, but it might be too late. And who haven't I said yet? Ben. Ben, I think, Ben, I think, is probably I hate to say it, I like Ben as a person. You know, he's served our country, but I don't think Ben's played that good of a game. Socially, you could see none of the jury, you know, really views anything out of Ben. He had some bad moments with Adam, Boston Rob, and recently with Jeremy. If he's at the end, I think he would be, out of all of them, he would probably be the easy goat to take to the end, especially if it's against Tony. I think he would get 0 votes with this jury, especially with all winners. So, and he hasn't won challenges. He hasn't really done much other than just stay true to Tony and Sarah, doing whatever they tell him to do. He always wanted to get rid of Jeremy, but every time Tony or Sarah was saying to him, no, it would be a better move for you to take out Nick or take out this person. And Ben's like, oh, okay, man, okay. So there you have it. That's my take on Ben. He may get to the end as a goal, but remember, you heard what Tony said and Nick, before Nick got blindsided. What may get him voted out is him being a threat in a fire-making challenge. Now imagine if it's somehow him against Tony, he beats Tony at that, then even he may have a chance too. But it's anyone's game, guys. I'm looking forward to the finale. From what I understand, it's going to be near 3 hours. No reunion because of this virus and social distancing, but they're going to do it, I guess, online, Zooming. That's how they're going to reveal the winner and then talk to the castaways via Zoom. So it should be very fun. Hopefully we can hear from most of them or all of them. I know it's going to be tough, especially with the Winners at War season. And then season 41. Hopefully they're able to go out and film that soon enough as this thing dies down and we can get back to normal life and we're safe and enjoy ourselves as everyone should around the world. All right. Well, everyone be safe. Enjoy the finale tomorrow night. I think it's going to be epic. It's going to be a blast. And I can't wait to see how it turns out. I think it's going to be in Tony, but it could be anyone's for the taking. This was an awesome season. Winners at War, baby. Here we go.